This video and its contents are for adult collectors. Many Transformers collectors ask themselves, is Netflix Bumblebee worth it? Now, I'm no Tolarian Community College, but I can tell you that Netflix B is a wonderful figure. His vehicle mode is a perfect rendition of that old school Volkswagen that we're known to see him as. Now, it is based off the Cliffjumper mold, which is a little bit of a janky mold, all things considered, but Bumblebee pulls it off really well, and I think it is the primary for this. You know, Cliffjumper looks good, but Bumblebee really wears this mold. There's a lot of details on here that replicate that vintage Volkswagen bug, the hubcaps, the bumpers, the headlights, everything about it, and that's probably because it's a licensed alt mode. It looks really good and is a fantastic addition to any collection, and it also rolls very, very well. There are some parts that are made out of a softer plastic, like the PVC bumpers. I like the fact that there's only one mirror, one for the driver's side and not one for the other. For size comparison, there is Legacy Goldbug, RTS Jazz, Legacy Skids, and Machine Wars Hoist. Sideswipe for some reason today. The transformation on Netflix B starts like any other version of this mold, where you parts form off the trunk. And I know that's not everyone's favorite step, so if you don't like parts forming, then you don't like this mold. That's just what I've learned about people when talking about the Cliffjumper body style. Then you kind of bisect the whole thing, splitting it down the middle, folding it around, and spinning it 180 at the waist. After that, it's as simple as folding up the arms, closing the chest, and popping up the head. Don't forget the step where you actually like pop the head up. There's a little hinge in there that clicks into place that keeps it sunk down. You can actually pop that up, and I think it's really nice. Once you do that, it's as simple as flipping out the peg on the shield and reattaching it to his back. So very simple transformation, but a fun transformation for a deluxe, and I do think that it wears Bumblebee very well. If you like my channel's content, support it with a Patreon subscription or channel membership, links below. Thank you. Netflix Bumblebee doesn't have any crazy accessories, mainly just this bazooka cannon, which I'm sure a lot of you are tired of seeing. You all know how this works, you all know what it does. Articulation on Bumblebee is pretty good. He has a ball jointed head, which if you pop up that joint gives him pretty good down movement as well as just giving him slight emotion or emoting ability, just a little bit more. Arms rotate 180, arms go up that high, so past 90. Bend at the elbow about 90, and yes, he does have a bicep swivel. Now there is a pretty big problem with this mold. I want to say it's a big problem, but there is a recurring issue on these molds where up in the shoulder where the bicep swivel is, there tends to be a little bit of mold flash. So if you have a bad elbow or a bad bicep swivel, it's not just you, it's the mold. He does have a waist swivel. I don't really like using it because I got this one secondhand and it is customized, and there's a ton of paint plugging up that joint, so it is very, very stressful to use. Legs go forward about that far, legs go back about that far, bend at the knee, go out, thigh swivel, like I said, 90 at the knee, and full inversion on the ankle tilt there. So that's all fantastic. Now, I do want to show this off because you can make an even stumpier Bumblebee. If you arch the hips back and stick down the legs, cover it back up, you can get a really goofy Bumblebee. I think I posted some photos of this where it was just like super chubbo-bee. But yeah, I wanted to show this off because I thought it was really, really funny. And what can I say about the robot mode that hasn't already been said? This thing is fantastic. It looks like Bumblebee. It is Bumblebee. It's a G1B we've been waiting for forever, and I think that this is the best version of Bumblebee we've gotten up to this point. Definitely like one of the most accurate versions. That head sculpt, man, it is something else. Like, it looks like it just jumped right off the screen. I love the details on here. It's slightly greebled, which is nice. It's not the total siege greebling that it normally has. And I really, really do like the way this guy looks. Sure, his belly is a little bigger than usual, but I kind of like Bumblebee being a little rounder. It means he's cute, it means he's fun, and it means he's unassuming, which, since he's a scout and a spy, I think fits him. I really love all the posing this guy can do. He's very, very dynamic, and I think just overall amazing when it comes to his functionality. For sizing, here he is with Leader Toxitron, Legacy Animated Bee, Classics Bumblebee, channel mascot Laserfire, channel mascot Shattershock, and Machine Wars Hoist. So is Netflix Bumblebee worth all the hype and the cost that it takes to get one? I don't think so. This thing runs for upwards of $80 to $100 from what I've seen, and I got mine for about $40. That's a lie. I got this as a gift from my partner, and I am very, very happy with it. And one of the reasons that we got it for so cheap is because we traded in stuff, and this one's partially customized, and the guy selling it didn't know. That doesn't take away from this figure. I think it's a very good figure, and I think if you can find one for under $30, I think you're a real winner. This is a great toy. Like, it's a fun Bumblebee and one of the best looking Bumblebees. But with the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee on the horizon, I don't think you should go out of your way to find one, let alone procure one for the over $100 price. I know that these got down to like $40 back when Japan first released them, so if you can find one for about that, I think it's totally worth it. With that all said, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the other 2 videos here and check out the subscription links down below. Thanks for watching. This has been Bots Obsession.